Hey everyone, it's Ren from den-oh-mwah here with yet another book review. In this video, I will be reviewing The Scar Boys by Len Vlahos. I saw this book on the young adult shelf or at the bookstore I work at, and it looked pretty interesting. Scar Boys was a very good, catching title. Basic premise of this book is like the main character, Harbinger Robert Francis Jones. He was bullied as a child, and he was tied to a tree. And soon there was a storm, and then lightning struck, hit the tree, and he was permanently disfigured. And ever since then, he's been a loner and had no friends and anything like that. But then one day, this kid named Johnny comes up to talk to him, and they hit it off for some reason, and they become best friends. And one day, Johnny just turns to Harry and goes, "Why don't we start a band?" And they start the Scar Boys, which is a punk rock, really cool sounding band, which I would love to listen to if that was ever possible. I give this book like a 3.6 out of 5 because while there was a lot of stuff I like, there was some stuff that just didn't work for me. Let's start with the good. The really cool thing that I really liked about this book was that it was just really good storytelling. I felt everything that Harry felt. I read this book in public, and there were a lot of times where I just exclaimed in protest in what the characters were doing, because the best friend Johnny is a total jerk. As Harry would describe him, Johnny is one of those people who will look out for you, but they want something back in return, and they want to get the credit for all the good things they've done. I also really gravitate towards protagonists, or main characters rather, who are very put upon and forced into solitude, so to speak. I just like loners, I guess. Another cool thing about this book is that the chapter titles are songs. There's a chapter where he and Johnny are just starting out the band, and it's called Daydream Believer. And there's a chapter where something terrible happens and Harry just can't deal with it, and it's called I Want to Be Sedated. Each chapter title is a song, and if you're familiar with the song, it really gets you in the mood and in the mindset of what's going to happen in the chapter, and it's a really cool soundtrack for the book, which I really enjoyed. Now the bad stuff, or the not so good stuff. It's pretty thin, as you can see. It's only 237 pages. I felt like it could be longer. I felt like it was just a whirlwind of events, and I think a lot of it could have been expanded upon, but maybe that's the point of the book. Like, the main part of it happens over a summer, and it's supposed to be this crazy thing that they were going through, and I suppose like the craziness and the quickness of all that, the fleeting happiness of being on tour and being part of a rock band and feeling like you're a part of something bigger than yourself is something that you should hold on to, and something that can be very quick. Another thing that I didn't really enjoy was this is written as a college essay. There were a lot of times in the book where Harry addresses you, the reader, about what's happening in here. It just took me out of the moment when I was reading the book, and I wasn't feeling that so much. My favorite part about this book, though, was, even though it angered me and annoyed me and really, really pissed me off, it was the relationship between the two. I would say they were the two main characters, Harry and Johnny. It frustrated me, but it was so interesting, so gripping. In fact, Johnny's just a total jerk, and Harry just goes with it. Here was this guy who gave me a chance, and he literally is the reason why I had this opportunity to tour several states and play rock concerts and meet girls, and Johnny will always make Harry the smaller one. And Harry explains it like, well, I've been alone all my life, I don't know what it's like to have friends. All in all, yeah, 3.6 out of 5. Yeah, I recommend this if you like rock music and stories about dysfunctional, toxic friendships. Yeah. Scar Boys by Len Vlahos. So